Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at Galakrond Shaman. I'll briefly go through the deck and then I will show some gameplay material with this deck. So Galakrond Shaman is currently the best performing Shaman archetype during Ashes of Outland meta. And it is based on basically two concepts. There is the evolve portion of the deck. There are cards like Boxed by Knuckles. After your hero attacks, transform your minions into random ones that cost 1 more. There's the Box Drop Clacker, which transforms adjacent minions into minions that cost 1 more. And then there's a lot of good targets for those evolves, mainly the Desert Hare. 3 mana 1/1 beast, summon 2 1/1 Desert Hare, so then you have 3 mana minions on the board, and then you evolve them and you have a bunch of 4-drops. So that sort of stuff that allows you to snowball an early game board really quickly. And then there is the Galakrond package. Galakrond Tempest, Battlecry summon 2/2 Stonesuit Rush, upgradable all the way to 8/8 Stonesuit Rush and a 5/2 weapon. So you play these Galakrond synergy minions, and every Galakrond invoked minion for Shaman summons a 2/1 with Rush, so you can use those for board control. Also the minions themselves, like Devoid the Maniac, is 4-drop, Shield of Galakrond 5-drop, Corrupt Elemental is the 6-drop. Excellent evolve targets those as well, so it all synergizes together really nicely. So you attempt to get a grasp of the board, evolve your stuff, get to your Galakrond, use the Galakrond hero power, use the minions that come from the Galakrond Battlecry and the weapon to push damage. And then if you're able to do Galakrond before Kronks, then Kronks can buff up your board for a semi-bloodless style effect, or it can be used to deal damage directly. Is this list that I'm showing here the best possible Galakrond Shaman list? I simply do not know. The data is inconclusive. They're basically, I wouldn't actually call them flex slots. There are 4 uncertain slots in this deck. Everything else pretty much slots into place perfectly. And then there's 4 places for something. People are trying different things in those. In this deck, those 4 places are occupied by 2 copies of Bonjour Brawler, because I think Bonjour Brawler is a really underestimated 2-drop, one of the best 2-drops in the game. I've been very satisfied with its performance. And then the Lurker Below, especially after it was buffed to be a 6/5 minion. The Lurker Below is just, it gives the deck some board clear tools, it's a decent body for its mana cost, and it's also an excellent evolved target after some kind of value trading. And then I'm running Bandash Mosh, just for that high roll effect, because Bandash Mosh can high roll a game alone, and sometimes Bandash Mosh can also give you a real good evolve targets. So there are lots of upsides to running Bandash Mosh, although it can also sometimes be a little bit slow. There are several other variants of this archetype. They're running stuff like Henchclan Hogsteeds, Evil Totems, Blazing Battle Mages, Serpentine Portals even. There are lots of things that have been attempted, but statistics are not being very kind to any of those, so those 4 slots are heavily being experimented with and no clear answer has surfaced yet. I'm pretty happy with the package that I have put together for those, but I don't have the hundreds of games of sample size to really prove whether this is better than all the other alternatives. As for the mulligans with this deck, you really want to get those evolve effects going. Boxed by Knuckles, Desert Hare are your main targets in the mulligan. With this version you can also keep Sludge Slurper, you're not completely dependent on the evolve effects. In suitable matches you can keep a Bonjour Brawler as well. If you're facing something like Warrior or even Demon Hunter, you might be interested in keeping Galakrond if you have any early game, because Galakrond can be a very strong card. And of course also look out for curves and synergies, especially if you have Knuckles or if you have Hare, then you can think about, okay, can I keep a Clacker, can I keep a Dread Corsair? Try to find cards that synergize with these main cards that you're looking for. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. And now, let's go take a look at Galakrond Shaman in action. But I guess we will try with the Hare. Thing is, you can't survive because people have OTK. If you can't get armor, you can't survive. That's the whole point. I could easily outvalue the Quest Warlocks, but I can't survive because they always got the 0-cost Alexstrasza and had the OTK from there. That was the only problem. 0-cost Alexstrasza is pretty good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Need to play the Hare here. See how he responds. Needs to get some removal for the hairs. No removal for the hairs. That means some evolving happening in the near future. To a devoted maniac. What if he just plays an explosive trap from hand next turn? Then if I attack with the box spine knuckles, all of my stuff will still die. Well, that happens if it happens. Because if he plays explosive trap and hero powers, then I can attack with the knuckles. He must not hero power now. Yep, that's not the way to go. I know there's an explosive trap out there, but... Value trade one of those over there. Play the box spine knuckles. I probably do want the taunt minion, right? No. Let's just get a big minion. Get over there to evolve the board. Right. And now the board does not die to the explosive trap anymore. And then after these have attacked, I evolve them again. So that they will have more health. He might still have enough to raise me. But... we'll see. So how do the value trades go? This one is one of the value traders. And the Mogu is another. Can I play Mogu after I trigger the explosive trap? Yes, yes I can. 7, 11, 14, 18 damage.
Fantastic destruction.
I'll face with this. Triggers the explosive trap. He might have lethal. It's possible. This one's going to take a trade over there. And now is the time to play the Mogu, right? Now's the time to play the Mogu. So face with that, face with that, face with that. Value trade with this. Value trade with this. Evolve. And freeze his face. But he might have lethal here. I'm down to 7, so 1 mana beast, kill command and hero power. Beastie out. He got the 1 mana beast. Ah. Because there are not a lot of 1 mana beasts in that deck. I'll just hard mulligan for the evolve pieces. Let's see what happens. Hi, Sad. Yeah, I low rolled a little bit with Warlock here. Didn't go very well. Just some low rolling. Nothing too bad. I can overload now. It's acceptable. We'll do that. What does the threaten emote mean when they have lethal? What does anything mean? Nothing means anything, really. Not explosives, so pack tactics probably. Intriguing. I want to build a little bit of a board here. So let's just use the Witchy Lucky. That might open up a box drop clacker for next turn. So that's probably pack tactics then. I don't want to hit into that one if it's pack tactics. I don't want to give him another 6 or... I have like coin box by next turn available. Maybe that's okay. And then just freeze the 6 or here. It fades a little bit. Go for the coin knuckles. He may or may not be able to kill these minions now. Does not kill the minions. Okay, so it's going to be coin knuckles, and I get to do a red corsair too. And then I get to drop desert hair on the following turn. Yeah, that's what it looks like. To the face, to the face. Coin the box by knuckles. Get the red corsair out there. To the face. Evolve. Alright. Some evolving going on. And next turn we get to do desert hair and novice engineer and evolve them. Unless there's an ooze. This looks like a Highlander hunter, so there could be an ooze. There actually was an ooze. Well, the likelihood of that was extremely low. But sometimes it happens. Now he lost the 6-star prime. That's good. As a primordial explorer. That's awkward because of the poisonous. Don't evolve the Elise into a 6-drop rather than the porcupine. Well, it has poisonous anyway, but I suppose the 6-drop will be fine. Push face, push face. Novice engineer. And clacker. Like this. Okay. This minion wakes up. Where is it going to hit? It goes face. Alright. Well, at 6 mana and staring at a lot of damage coming in. Yeah. How's that working out for you? Obviously there's a Bran in that deck. There likely aren't any taunts. He has that one random dragon, of course, but... Ah, it was a good one. It turned out to be a splendid choice of a dragon for this occasion. Alright. We do a desert here. And we evolve a couple of them. Not very big evolves, but hey, what can you do? Let me just hit face. Because my plan currently is to just hit face. We'll see how it goes. I have Galakrond into Kronks. Kronks is 5 damage. Galakrond has not been invoked. Well, it has been invoked once, but that's fine. It should be pretty difficult to get rid of all this stuff. I mean, there are some outs, of course, for him. And some ways that he can, like, try to raise this. So that's probably a freezing trap, right? Because they usually don't run the explosive trap anymore. It's back tactics freezing most of the time. Which will mean that some trading will have to go on. Without trading, he is unable to survive. Alright, which one do I want to freeze? There'll be another invoke for the Galakrond, but that's not what I want. I have the Kronks. And so I'm just freezing the hair. That's the freezing trap, as predicted. So this one hits face, that one hits face, and I become Galakrond. Do I trigger his pack tactics? I guess not. There's no particular reason for me to trigger that. Let's go with this, and next turn Kronks will kill him. He will not be able to heal. No matter what card he has here, there is no card that Hunter has for 8 mana that's going to heal him. And he will obviously have to trade everything. And then Kronks just deals 5 damage to the face and kills him. Seems good. Perfect timing. Heal Tylin. Yeah, he's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. He's contemplating whether to value trade with the Face Stalker or whether to sacrifice one of the 6-star primes. But ultimately, the decision is meaningless. Because of this Gronks. Pow. Let me try something like this. Invocation of Frost was a wrong keep, though. That was not correct. This was fine with the knuckles. But I should have mulliganed it the other way. I needed to look harder for the hair. We'll see. Okay, so does he get the Flame Ward? Well, I do not know. Could have gotten the Flame Ward. Or it could be the Ice Barrier. We will find out shortly.
I have trained for days.
An overconfident orc. Fine, we also the Devoted Maniac. This one goes into the bigger attack. And then these traded away. Now though, if there is the Flame Ward, it's going to be played now. Plenty of other things could also happen. Let's see. Coining out a Roaring Fireball for that board. Well, that was unexpected. Do we want some more cards? I kind of do, yeah. Let's play the Clacker too. 3/7. Most appropriate. That's not great with the knuckles though. He still has the 0-cost secret in hand. So obviously a Highlander Mage. It could be a Flame Ward, he could just be waiting for the right time. Highlander Mage should have enough resources to beat the Shaman. Most of the time anyway. So now that could be Arcane Breath. Yeah. Just perfect stuff keeps coming up. Next turn he can Reno. I could play the Lurker below to kill that. Then I have 12 health on the board, so Reno doesn't do anything. I guess I'm going for it. Just kill that. Get more health on the board than a Reno can handle. See what happens then. Could of course be a Dragon Caster into stuff. Or an Evasive Worm if he really rolls high. Ouch. That's tough. I probably need to trade it away. Play Novice Engineer to draw a card. Ooh, the Clacker is interesting. But there can of course still be Reno. Well, that's always possible. Let's play the Slurper, see what sort of lackey I get. Alright, then we're going to Clacker these. Now there's 11 held on the board, so I want a little bit more. I'm probably setting up that one with 5 health now. Flame Ward is still good. I could play the Flame Ward here. It doesn't even cost anything. I'm just not getting there fast enough. Okay, some Malygos stuff. Plenty of good Malygos spells available. Dark Entropy, does Quest Route have potential now? Yeah, I solved it yesterday. I haven't got the video of that out yet, but it's solved and it's great. perfectly playable right now. Then it's time to equip the box spine knuckles. Freeze the Malygos. Get a Dread Corsair out there. And swing at that face. Ah, debated. It was actually a nice barrier. Well, it's fine. Still get a bunch of interesting minions on this board. More health than a Reno can handle. I already saw the Malygos spell. It's not yet the time for the amazing Reno. But my resources are almost depleted. So obviously this is still not looking good. He must not have any more freezes. But I guess he needs to whiff this. Oh, he rolls that real high. I drop 3, drop 4, drop 4, drop 5, drop. Okay, so this one goes there. 3 drop can be sacrificed, disables his Highlander cards. This one comes in. First Mogo comes in. That one goes there. This one goes there. Another Mogo comes in. Then I need this one over there, this one over there. This one over there, this one over there. This one goes face, and I'm going to hit face. Okay. Well, that one doesn't do anything. Alright, like this. So we hope for no freezes, of course. But we'll see. If there's a freeze followed by Amazing Reno, then that obviously wins the game for the mage. But it's not like I had a whole lot of alternatives. If there's no freeze, then the mage loses. But even a Ray of Frost freezing the 8/8s, followed by Amazing Reno next turn would be enough. In the majority of cases. We'll see. I've done the best I can. Now it is up to the mage's draw. Well, the mage didn't have the draw. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.